Hey everyone, this is Will with Midwest Washing Equipment, and we've actually got a longer video today because we're going to do a complete walkthrough of how we design and build a skid from start to finish. We're going to have 6 overarching steps. We're going to go through those 6 steps, and then within that we're going to have a breakdown of each as to how we do it, what our approach is, and what those various steps look like so people can understand thought process that goes into what we build, why we build it the way we build it, and how we get our end product starting all the way from an intro call in the beginning. The first place we're going to check out is sales, and I figured instead of just talking about it, we can just head there and show you. So this is our sales office. When a customer calls in to learn about a rig or a trailer, this is usually where they get routed to. So they'll have that initial conversation. We'll ask them a lot of questions about what their needs are, what they're hoping to get done, and how we can best suit that. And then gradually after that first conversation, we'll design and lay out their rig or skid and then send it to them for final approval so we can get started on building. So right next to the sales room, we have our design room. And as you can see, we have some models pulled up for builds we've done in the past, as well as quality control of work procedures we're working on. But every skid that we make goes to the back with a few different things. So the first thing it goes with is usually the sale order. And that sale order includes all the different components it's gonna have, how it's gonna be built, and what things we need to build up here in the equipment that is then going to go on the trailer or skid later. With that sale order, we also have drawings and prints, which I have right here. So these are basic schematics as to how the skid's going to get assembled, how large it needs to be based on the vehicle we're putting it in, and other really important things. With those drawings, we also have a build sheet, work instructions that go with that. And within those work instructions, we have best practices, kind of some of our learnings over the years as to what you should definitely keep in mind with each build. And then after that, one of the last things we have in is a quality control checklist. So we have all the details on how to build it. That goes back to fabrication, goes back to the build teams, and we also include the quality control so that once all that building is done, we can check everything very thoroughly to make sure it all looks great and will be perfect for the customer. Once we get that design done, get a final quote ready, send it to the customer and get it approved, we go ahead and move into the next phase, which is getting all the equipment ready for fabrication and assembly. This is our front shop. This is where we build hydro mixers, remotes, pump modules, and manifolds. This is actually one of the first steps in a skid or a trailer build, where once we know what equipment's going on the skid or the trailer, we assemble it here and get it ready for the later build stages. So the next step is fabrication, where we actually build a frame if needed, and we can head there now. So now we're back in fabrication. This is where our materials get prepped for our skids, stands, any aluminum or steel plates we're using. This is where it gets measured out, cut to shape, and gets ready for assembly and goes to our weld bays right next to me, where we can head right now. Once the materials are done getting prepared, they go to our welding bay. We have the capacity for 4 full-time welders, and you can actually see behind me a few skids getting fabricated right now at a few different stages. Over here, we have the base of a skid getting laid out, and then to the right of me, we have a skid in the second or third stage where additional things are added and it starts getting built up. Once the skid is fabricated, we go on ahead to the back shop and assembly, where we can head right now. Now we're in the back shop, so once a skid gets fabricated in the welding bays, it'll get brought out here so we can start building it into ultimately the end product. So we have 5 stages. Those are layout, hardware, plumbing, electrical, and finishing. Once all those stages are complete, the rig is ready for QC and then shipping. So one of the final steps after assembly is our quality control process. I'm actually standing in the quality control bay right now. That door behind us, we don't have it open right now, but we'll open it up for testing. And When we go into quality control, we have mainly two things that we're working with. We have the build order. So once the rig goes into quality control, we do a visual inspection to make sure everything looks right. We have all the things in their proper place. We have all the proper equipment, and it's set up in the way that the customer wants it to be. Once we have that, we have a 37-step quality control checklist, as well as a few other additional things that we do on each rig, such as filling up all the tanks, mixing surfactant with different colors so we can see that the hydro mixer and proportioner is working. And basically we fill up the rig as it would be used on the job site, get everything ready to go, and then we test it, try all the different hose reels, try all the proportioning, make sure the pumps are running properly, and use a few different kinds of guns and wands to make sure everything works. So once we assemble the rig, we do a full quality control, and after it passes quality control, we drain everything out, winterize it if need be, and then send it to shipping to get it sent out. So now we're back here in the shipping department, and you can actually see there's quite a few skids behind me getting ready to be shipped out. We have a scale over there for weighing everything before we send it. And we also have our parts department here behind me as well. And we're gonna go ahead and walk around these skids so we can go see the parts department. So right behind me, these shelves and some of the shelves off screen, this is our parts department. This is where we keep pressure washing, soft washing, pump components all in stock, as well as anything you may need to build or maintain your rig, as well as various parts and components that just make it easier to get out and wash when you're on the site. And with that, we can go ahead and head back to the front and wrap up the walkthrough. We hope you enjoyed that video about our approach to designing and manufacturing power washing and soft washing equipment. If you have any more questions, feel free to give us a call at 317-390-4103 or check out our website at www.washingquip.com. And if you want, subscribe to this channel because we will be posting more content regularly. So if you want more information on power washing, soft washing, how we build what we build, and just ways to improve your work and learn more about the industry, subscribe to our channel and we'll produce frequent, relevant, high quality content for you to look at.